Hey everybody, Jeremy Goodrich here, and welcome to the Shine Insurance YouTube channel. I've been wanting to make this video for a really long time to tell you the story of an offer we made recently on a house that we wanted to buy for ourselves, our own home that we wanted to buy, and we didn't get it. It didn't work out. It failed miserably, and this video is all about that process, and you'll come away understanding a little bit more about how making an offer works in this particular market for sure, right? It's a tight market. Lots of people want any given house. So when you want to buy a house, you really got to be able to do it right. And watching this quick video will help you do so. So let's dig right into what we're going to be up to here. So what are we going to address? Well, first, we're going to address, see if I can get it going there, the scenario. What was the scenario? What was the offer that we made? What offer did we decide to make? What was the outcome of that offer? And what was the lessons that we learned? So let's hit it. The scenario. All right. So my wife and I live in a house that we love. We have no real interest in buying a new house right now. We've lived in this house for many, many years, and we enjoy it, right? But there's this house that we walk by a lot on our walks. We take our dogs for a walk, and we walk by this house. Mackenzie always loves it. It's on a little cul-de-sac, has a nice woods in the back, is right above a school, has just kind of all the cool things that we want to have in a house. And so we've always just kept an eye on it. And so when a friend of ours who's a realtor said, hey, JG and Mackenzie, this house is about to go up for sale. You should really check it out. We were interested. We were interested in purchasing this house. At the same time, we knew that it was a weird market to buy in. So here's what we knew. This house that we loved, that we felt really good about, that we would love to buy, it had an asking price of $385,000, right? $385,000. We knew in our neighborhood, in the neighborhood that we are in, that there would be a lot of offers on this house. This would be a hot commodity, and it likely would not go for $385,000. So those were the things that we understood. So we talked to some realtors, and we asked them what they thought. And what they honestly thought was that it was going to sell for somewhere between $430,000 and $450,000. Now that's almost 20% higher than the asking cost. And that is the reality of a lot of neighborhoods around the country right now because the real estate market is so hot and because inventory is low. As there are fewer houses for purchase, the price of houses go up. And that's happening all over the country, and we're certainly seeing it in the town that we live in. So the asking price is $385,000, but we absolutely knew that we were not going to be able to get it for that. So we had our realtor take us over there. We went in, we walked around, we looked at the house. We already loved it, but we really fell in love with it. We wanted to have that house, even if it was going to cost a premium to get it. And so we made an offer, and the offer looked like this. We said, okay, asking price is $385,000, but we know that that's not going to work out. So our offer is $405,000, $20,000 above the asking price. And you're saying, wait a minute, you just said it was going to be between $430,000 and $450,000. And hold on, I'll explain to you how we handled that piece of the situation. But our offer was $405,000. Our contingencies, one, we did not have an all-cash offer. We don't have $400,000 available to us to just make an all-cash offer. That would have been nice, but we didn't have that. So we had to make it contingent on the approval for a loan, which we already had pre-approval. Super important in the home buying process that you have pre-approval in place before you make an offer, and we certainly did with one of our loan providers, our lenders that we love. We connected with them. Our other contingency was an inspection of the house. This house is on the side of a hill. It's beautiful. It's in the woods, in the rolling hills of southern Indiana, but it's on the side of a hill. And so we didn't feel comfortable making it non-contingent on the inspection. So that was the last contingency. But here's the kicker. Here's the exciting part. We included what's called an escalation clause. And I love the escalation clause because it puts you as the buyer in the position to make the lowest offer you're comfortable with, but ultimately be competing with whoever has the highest offer without going over. So what is the escalation clause? Well, let's look at it. Our offer was $405,000. And it was going to escalate up to $450,000. So this is how that works. The escalation clause is a part of our offer. We send it to their realtor, right? And when their realtor gets our offer, they also get potentially other offers. If they don't get any other offers, then our offer is simply $405,000. It simply stays there. But if they get other offers, let's say they get a $410,000 offer, then it escalates up to that number plus $2,500. So if they got a $410,000 offer, our offer would automatically raise up to $412,500. So it escalates with the other offers. Now you have to be willing to truly go up to those higher numbers, because if you're going to put an escalation clause in there, then you're willing to go as high as everyone else goes up to a certain number, right? And so we escalated all the way up to $450,000. We were willing to go to $450,000, 20% over, because we believed that the highest offer would likely be in that position. But if we were wrong and the highest offer was lower, we were able to be in that lower position. So what happened? Well, here was the outcome. We lost. We still didn't get it, even with an escalation clause all the way up to $450,000. We lost. We were sure we were going to get this house with that escalation clause, and we didn't. So let's look at what happened. The other offer price, the highest other offer price, there were many other offers, but the other offer, the highest other offer, was $435,000. You say, wait a minute, you were going to go up to $450,000, but let's see how it looks to the seller. So our final offer, because of the escalation clause, was $437,500. So you can see our offer didn't actually look that much better than the other offer. Yeah, $2,500 is a good difference, but it certainly isn't a large difference when you're talking about the difference between $435,000, $437,000, right? So, but we're in good shape, right? We've got better numbers on top, but they were all cash. And the reason all cash matters is because it's quick, it's easy, it's less likely for things to fall apart. If you have to be contingent on a bank loan, things can go wrong with the lending and the deal can fall apart. So they were all cash. That was good. And then this next one I think was crazy. They did not make their offer contingent upon an inspection. They said, we will not make the offer contingent upon inspection. No inspection is going to interrupt this deal. We're not going to make that contingency there. And in that point, we were like, whoa, that's crazy. That is too much. Not okay at all. That is not how it's going to work for us. We are not comfortable with making it with no inspection. And so we didn't come back. In fact, one of the realtors involved even said, hey, are you willing to come back with some different contingencies? And we just said no. So what were some of the lessons? Well, some deals are just not meant to be. As much as we loved that house, as much as we would love to be living in that house right now, it was too expensive in the first place. We knew we were going to be upside down on it, but we just loved the house. It was worth that amount of money to us because of what it meant to us and the fact that we'd walked by it so much and had a connection with it. But some deals are simply not meant to be. You cannot be willing, in my opinion, to waive the inspection period. I think that is a no-go and something no one should do. And escalation does help a little, right? I mean, it put us in the position that we did have the highest priced offer. Although our contingencies did not beat the other folks' contingencies, we had the highest price offer because of that escalation clause. And finally, people are crazy in this market. An all-cash offer with no inspection on that particular property was crazy, and I don't think it was a smart choice. You're already paying more than market. Of course, market right now is so high that it is the market value, but what if something changes? What if the market goes down a few months from now? Now you've got a ton of money in this house, which is a concern that we had too, right? But then you're going to have no inspection. That is pretty wild. So that is the lesson that we learned. All right, that is our opportunity to buy a house and failing miserably at it. I hope you learned a little bit from this experience. One is have great realtors that tell you ahead of time what the good things are. Two, think about an escalation clause as a way to make sure that you don't offer too much, but still are in the game at the end of the day. And don't give in to like a $500 escalation clause. Use that $2,500 at least. Make it enough different than the other highest offer that the seller can really think about it. And finally, don't be crazy in the market. If it just isn't meant to be, then don't make it happen. Let it go, find the next one, and move on. All right, my name is Jeremy Goodrich. It's been great sharing with you. If you'd like to subscribe, please do so right now. Hit that bell button so you get all of our new videos. We'll send them out to you about real estate investing, purchasing, and protecting your home. Obviously, insurance as well. All right, until the next time, make sure to shine on.